Welcome to another edition of Nerdflow Podcast, where this podcast is all about nerd culture and everything from comic book, video games, anime, pro wrestling, you name it. We talk about it on Nerdflow Podcast. What is up, y'all?
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
We got Young Fly and the rest.
What's up?
Briario.
Mm-hmm.
Tink.
What it is, what it do, though.
And majority of the time I forget to introduce my damn self. Royalty.
Okay.
I think about that like after I'm done recording. I'm like, I didn't introduce myself. That's kind of bad. But anyway. But yeah, man. So this is Nerdflow 131. I hope that's correct because that just I think it is. Yeah, 131. Okay. But yeah, man. This is Nerdflow 131. First and foremost, how you guys doing this week? Ain't nobody got coronavirus, do they?
Here's somebody coughing.
Really?
Somebody called on me and they got coronavirus.
If anybody sneezes, they got
I took a bath in this Mississippi brown water. I'm immune to it.
I heard there's a secret. I heard there's a secret about this whole coronavirus thing. Man, I want to know what it is.
Secret.
Black people can't catch it. I heard black people being sick. Just saying.
Man, if only they
Seems like it. Seems like it's everywhere else, but the Dr. Hugh people are.
There's this meme online of the doctor from Powerpuff Girls, and it says finds out that coronavirus doesn't affect black people, and the science is like, damn it.
So the one with Professor Utonium doing the angry face in the dark red light.
It's like, geez, man, but no, man. From on the real though, like this coronavirus thing is crazy.
Pretty scary.
Especially when you're playing the Division 2. Just saying. If anybody know the storyline of the Division? If you don't, real quick, basically in the Division, the whole kind of like premise behind everything that's going on is that on Black Friday, somebody releases a virus called the dollar flu, which is passed through currency of money, and the entire everybody like catches it. And the Division is like a special group of select people that have to, because the world just goes into chaos, factions and all this type of stuff. But it's kind of crazy though that something like that from a video game is almost kind of similar, especially with Division being so, just coming out this week. Well, the expansion coming out this week, but yeah, man. So let's do some housekeeping real quick before we get into this week's edition. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is how you can like, follow, and subscribe to the show, whichever form of social media you like to dabble with and spend most of your time staring at the screen at and scrolling through timelines. We also got Ask Nerdflow, and we got Nerdflow Art. You can submit or ask any of these questions and submit them to nerdflowpodcast@gmail.com. And we got the YouTube channel. So when we get done recording this on Spreaker, as we do every single Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time, you can get the show on our YouTube channel, the audio version. So if you got YouTube Premium and all that good stuff, you can listen to the show via your YouTube Premium account. And we got 50% off Nerdflow t-shirts. Teespring.com is where you should go. The actual full link itself will be in the description of the show based on whatever platform you choose to listen to us on. You just click on the link that says 50% off Nerdflow t-shirts, or you could just go to Teespring and use NF2020 at checkout. You'll get 50% off a t-shirt. And we got the superhero affiliate program popping. We got a special link in the description. If you think about buying some nerd apparel, whether it be, bracelet that looks like the bracelet from Black Panther, you know, a Star Labs hoodie, you know, um, Iron Man leather New Arrow fitty cap, you know, those type of things, then you want to use our link, and when you buy stuff off of there, it will give us a kickback and help the show out. So, all right, man. Let's kick it off with, so Briario, you went to Anime Fest.
Yes, I did. Well, it was a great turnout. It was definitely different from any other time I've gone to the Mississippi Anime Fest, but I got to see a lot of old faces, even some new faces, of course, and it turned out really good. I want to talk about some of the highlights that I saw, and a lot of stuff that I was like really impressed with. So we have time to do that. Can we get started?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. First coming in, I gotta talk about Toyota Deku. For those who watch My Hero Academia, there was this Toyota race car when you first walk into the convention that kind of stole the entire show. So picture this race car that's heavily decorated with nothing but Deku, and it's like filled to the brim with nothing but Hero Academia stuff. Just imagine a car full of nothing but action figures and all things Hero Academia, which was like really impressive. So I'm gonna have to show you guys later on that, but that's really what has stole the show. And I was very happy to see Kaz Magic again on Artist Alley. He did a contest. You know, does anybody on here have? Well, I don't know if it's released yet. Final Fantasy, or got to play Final Fantasy 7?
Yep, me and Young did. We had a bonus episode about it a couple days ago. But yeah, we checked it out.
Okay, so he was holding a Final Fantasy 7 contest for somebody to win one of his free prints, and I was there. I was there to get the actual footage of all the questions, and only one person got it, and I just happened to record like all the questions and see the guy. It was a really nice poster as well. So I was really happy to see him like give it away, because dude was just going back to back and he answered all of them.
The man is probably definitely a Final Fantasy diehard fan, or just a Final Fantasy fan in general.
Sound like me on hey Briario, sound like me and
the Kingdom Hearts
GameStop, the Kingdom Hearts thing, huh?
Right, when we was in GameStop and we won all those prizes at GameStop when not Final Fantasy, but Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
Yeah,
I can remember at least 3 of them that I probably could not remember. True or false? I don't know the answer to this. Was Sephiroth the only one-winged angel?
I want to say true. Yeah,
it was so many. Like, I know I'm gonna have to go back or at least try to go and buy the new remake. So what can you guys? Well, this really enough I had to say about my highlight for Anime Fest. That was really all that was going on. Had a lot of stuff for sale, a lot of new artists. It wasn't as big though. Like a lot of the space wasn't taken up. And that's my final input on that.
Okay, man. Like, so with cons, man, it's always like a lot of. It's like a freaking nerd utopia of just like all the stuff that you would just love to have, from art to replicas to pops to comics to action figures. It's just like so much. It's like, man, it's like you just want to walk in and just be filthy rich and just be like, let me just buy everything. Just get all.
Let me tell you one merchandise that I kept seeing but was really disappointed in. They had a lot of Baby Yoda merchandise, but not a lot of Mandalorian merchandise.
Oh yeah, they're gonna definitely people are definitely gonna capitalize on the whole Baby Yoda thing. That's like the.
Well, how you gonna have the child but not the Mandalorian?
Because people are more crazy about the child than the Mandalorian itself, though.
Exactly.
It really is. People, I think, like it's the
That's
child.
just like how you got in Pokemon, you got Ash Ketchum, but Pikachu is more popular.
Just the Pokemon itself. Just that one Pokemon.
Yep.
Pikachu is the most popular Pokemon out there.
Well, yeah.
Like when people bring up Pokemon, pretty much the first Pokemon they're gonna say is Pikachu.
Very true.
Yeah.
That would be definitely the first one, and the only fans can name various and different ones and all that stuff. So
right, like
casuals only know Pikachu.
Right, they gonna say Pikachu. It's just how it is with certain stuff. Like even with Sonic the Hedgehog, like if somebody like more than likely the only other character somebody else gonna name on Sonic other than Sonic is probably Robotnik or Tails.
You forgot Knuckles. You forgot Cream and Cheese. You forgot
like casual people ain't gonna know nothing about Cream and Cheese or Amy or none of them. They gonna know about who they played with in the 90s.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm not casual to Sonic, but at the same time, I stopped answering to Sonic when the games got bad. So
pretty much,
yeah, I stopped. When they start adding all these extra characters into the thing, I'm like, I don't really care. As far as I'm going is Knuckles.
Like all the reason I know about Cream and Cheese because my little niece and nephew now watched the new Sonic cartoon show. As far as I knew, it was only Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow. And Metals and Robot Son.
Yeah, I remember Shadow as well. I do remember.
But
Shadow.
that's on the Sonic X series. I used to watch that too. But they had them in the game. If you had the game,
what we're telling you when it comes to Sonic games is we stopped after a certain point. We didn't play like a lot of the newer Sonic games.
Oh well, I did. I had all of those. Plus I had the Game Boy Advance, so I had at least two of those.
That don't sound right for Sonic to be on Game Boy Advance.
But I did play it on Sega. It was just a continued game.
Yeah, they did start licensing out the Sonic license to like Nintendo and stuff like that.
That's how Sonic. But yeah, they been did that. That's how Sonic ended up on like Smash Brothers and Super Mario Olympic games and stuff like that. I know they did that. It just don't sound right for Sonic to be on a Nintendo. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know we came from the era of certain mascots being synonymous to particular video game brands, but that's there no more.
Yeah, like when Crash and Spyro ended up on Xbox. When I saw Lara Croft on Xbox, I was just like, it's just
now. I see what you mean. Like, it's kind of weird seeing her on the Xbox when we were so used to her being on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only characters that are synonymous with PlayStation now are The Last of Us, God of War, all that good stuff. But speaking of Last of Us, great segue. The Last of Us is coming to HBO with a live action series. What's up?
Yeah. No, I was just saying the same thing you were saying.
Oh, it was like what? But yeah, so it's coming to HBO. They're working on a actual TV show instead of a movie, which is actually great because they can kind of really flush out the story of Last of Us. For those who haven't ever played the game, shame on you. You should be. It's probably one of the hands down, probably one of the greatest games on the PS3, and a very good game on PS4 because there's a updated version that is on PS4 currently. If you had PlayStation Plus and you caught it, you probably have it in your library on PlayStation Plus and you don't even realize it. But now people were talking about like casting and all that stuff for the movie. I had a friend of mine said they want Hugh Jackman to play play in, and I'm like, dude, you basically is gonna make Last of Us Logan Part 2. Because that's when you think about it, somebody did a scene of a car scene with The Last of Us and Logan, and it's literally a very similar scene.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I love Hugh Jackman, but I don't want that. Because then it's just going to make me wish he was Wolverine again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, so you're getting that. I think The Witcher has really opened up the door for video game, I guess, TV shows now, with The Witcher doing so well. I know they're still working on Showtime is still working on the Halo show, which the thing with the Halo series, while like Halo has never really ever taken off as a TV series, they've had so many different
like. I said because the movie sucked too.
Well, they haven't had a movie yet. It's just they've been trying to do these small TV.
I thought it was an animated movie.
Yeah, I think that was like a small animated, but they've been trying to do these live action bits on Halo, and the thing is with Halo, nobody cares about the other parts of the lore of Halo. We don't care. I know there are books on Halo and all this other stuff. Nobody cares about that. We just want to see a show with Master Chief in it. His adventures. That's it. We don't care about nobody else. We don't care about like the kids how they become, soldiers. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that. We just want to see Master Chief. That's it. That's literally it. That's why most of them fail, because nobody cares about those characters. We're not familiar with those characters. Like, give us Master Chief, give us Cortana, give us them. That's all we want to see. We don't care about nothing else. You can add in other side characters to branch off and make us know, but you got to have Master Chief. And none of those shows that fail, they ain't have Master Chief, and we don't care. That's in a nutshell. They don't care. Coronavirus, South by Southwest is not a thing this year. That's kind of nuts to say. It's canceled. Thing is though, with coronavirus being such rampant and all that good stuff, man, I'm pretty sure. Well, the rumors are E3 is in speculation is like the next thing to be
I mean, E3 pretty much dead anyway.
I mean, it depends on who you ask. It's the people who work in the industry say one thing, fans say one thing. Industry people don't want it to really be a fan event, because it used to be just, developers and closed like first impressions type of thing where they could kind of see and, write about and come back to their respective media and write about, what they saw and tell the public. But it's become like, the committee that runs E3, they've, capitalized on the dollar for the most part because so many people want to go. And everybody's been saying it, like, if they say E3 is canceled for this year, you pretty sure it's going to be everybody's going to do a Nintendo Treehouse style presentation for their stuff. Yeah, we're going to be watching on YouTube, but we really going to be watching a lot of this stuff that's like, it's going to be legit just videos that you're going to just have on YouTube for right now. And they're going to probably they're probably going to do it from their office itself. What would be, and on top of that too, so with cons and all that good stuff, man, Comic Palooza. I wonder. I'm kind of wondering, are they thinking about this? Because
the way they steady posting, it look like this the farthest thing from their mind.
I know. I saw a post today.
They like them and Fandemic. They posting stuff like, "Yeah, we ain't gonna even worry about this. You think we finna miss this money? Yeah, I got us burnt up."
I really feel Fandemic is like not gonna cancel with all the talent they have they're gonna have in the building. I have a feeling they are not canceling. I have a feeling though a lot of the talent gonna cancel on them though.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Cause imagine these like celebrities and actors and actresses, and you have to have all this human contact with these people.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
And I know nobody wants to get a picture with, say, for example, I'm just recalling last person I seen for there, like Stephen Amell with a surgical mask on, and you can't even tell it's really him because he has a surgical mask on because of coronavirus. So he has on that
right.
plastic glove. It
Mm.
literally killed your photo, like altogether. Either that or everybody ain't gonna be freaking raw as hell from putting on so much hand sanitizer. Because, dude, it's just
Like it's like I just feel like the way 2020 has kicked off is just not the right time to be going to cons and like unless they just want to bring it to Mississippi because it's just like Mississippi ain't like Zika and SARS and bird flu like we ain't had none of them cases here.
but like, man, we ain't nothing that joke of it. Shoot, man. But yeah, so I mean, we'll keep you. I mean, from my stand, just so you guys know, because like Nerdflow podcast, we attend Comic Palooza every single year. For the past, this will be year number 4. If we were to go this year, it's up in there for us. Honestly, there's a high chance. There's like a very very high chance we may not be going because I gotta look out for the well being of hosts and all that stuff, man, and their families. So I wouldn't put nobody in a situation that I'm not gonna be in my doggone self. So like I
Right.
said, it'll be up in the air. We don't play it by ear. We'll know for sure. We'll definitely know by April for sure. Depending on if this thing if it can blow over or not. Doesn't feel like it does at the current moment, but we'll see. All right, man. So, Young, they showed a new Batmobile. What you think?
It look like one from the comic book, whatnot. I mean, like I'm just putting it this way, man. It's like they look like they trying to do some stuff right. I'm not like downplaying the whole movie. My biggest issue with the movie is the actor they got playing Batman. I'm just like that's my movie.
They
I'm
said the same
sorry.
thing. They said the same thing about Ben Affleck, though.
At least like I was excited when I first got the news about Ben Affleck. I was excited about him being Batman because the first thing I thought about was the look he had to play Bruce. Like to me, Robert Pattinson got more of a look of a sidekick than Batman. Like he could Robin. He does not have a legit Batman look to me, and I'm sorry. Like, people could hate that or all they want, but that's just how I feel. Like, and I may be wrong. He may do a good job. I'm just saying, at this moment, at this current moment in time, I'm just not feeling it.
Okay. But yeah, like the new Batmobile today, Matt Reeves posted what the Batmobile looks like. I was kind of because I didn't until I like looked in a little bit further. I didn't know where it originated from. Huh?
Yeah, like I mean, I had seen that, but that's why I wasn't tripping on the Batmobile. I had seen that Batmobile before. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it's like I understand they doing year 1. It's before he met Lucius, because Lucius is really the one that did all his tech.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people in the beginning were under the impression that Bruce was doing all his tech. But
And the thing about the whole Lucius thing, we didn't learn about Lucius till Christopher Nolan's Batman, because like nobody ever really, everybody, like you said, everybody played it like he came up with everything. And
if you watch Batman animated series,
he was in the animated
Lucius.
series. Yeah.
If you watch Batman the animated series, you learned about Lucius.
Right.
I don't even remember Lucius from the animated series. I'm gonna be
He was
completely honest with you.
Okay, go back and watch the Clayface series. They talked about Lucius a lot in that one.
Yeah,
Maybe as a kid I wasn't really paying attention to dialogue. I was just paying attention to what the hell Batman did. I think that's what I'm going with. That's far from me. I'm like I really don't like. I don't remember Lucius till I don't remember
Because
Lucius
he
till, like,
worked.
Nolan.
He was like the most trusted person in Wayne Tech. If you go back
yeah.
to the series.
Yeah, I go back and look at it. I look at it on DC Universe. I'm gonna go back and just see. Like I said, I kid you not, I've never noticed him at all in the animated show. Don't even recall him. And
Yeah,
I think when I see him, it'll probably jog my memory though.
Because what it was, because the first thing they showed him fixing was the Batmobile.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go give it a watch tomorrow. My son is in love with the Batman animated series. Sure, he was watching old Sonic episodes today. All of a sudden, I'm like, "Where'd you find that?" Because I ain't showed it to you. I'm like, he just found it. He's been watching Sonic like for the past 2 days. Let's see what the Division 2. Young, you have Division? Did you have Division?
I got it. I ain't got a chance to play it because I think I done played Final Fantasy VII demos 4 times, and I've been trying.
I played it once because I didn't want to just kill it for myself. So I'm like, I'm wait till April 10th, then I'll do all the playing I want to do.
I'm just like, and I've been trying to finish this Star Wars game. I've been playing the Fallen Jedi. So
I'm playing that. I got that too. I kind of had stopped for a little bit, but I need to load that back up my Stargirl self and play.
Yeah, it's a real good game. Actually, it's the best Star Wars game where you can play, like, besides the Star Wars game, where you play as I forgot his name, but the ones that was on PlayStation. Yeah, Starkiller, the ones you were playing on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, Force Unleashed.
Yeah, Force Unleashed. Yeah, Force Unleashed 1 and 2. Like, to me, at first, they were the best two Star Wars game, but this one here is the best one ever.
Yeah, I started to notice it, like the ones like the ones you mentioned, like Force Unleashed, Fallen Order, like those where they mocap like actual like actors that you recognize. Those tend to do very well.
It seems like when they not trying to do the main storyline, it's like the ones that deal with the main storyline, like bomb. When they go outside the storyline, when they go into Star Wars lore, they tend to do well.
Mm-hmm. That is very, 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 very true, man. But yeah, the Division 2 Warlords of New York came out this week. Here's just some brief just pickups from it because I'm playing it. I'm about to be done with the campaign. If you ever played the Division, if you felt like I felt in Division 1 and then before Warlords of New York, gear was very complicated. There was a lot of freaking stats on a bunch of stuff and you didn't really know how it was good, what was good that you had, and you just felt, for me, from a standpoint, even with Division 1, though I played a lot of it, I felt overwhelmed with not knowing what I picked up was better than what I had already. They fixed that completely. So they have like core attributes and then like 3 stat lines. And so it really breaks down into, let me see, I remember, you got weapon damage, you got skills, and you got, I want to say, I think it's labeled, I think it's health. I could be saying it wrong, but it very relates to, armor is what it is, armor. And so you can spec yourself out in certain ways. And before the patch, you had like these hybrid builds in the beginning where you could be like a tank but have high skill or stuff like that. But now you kind of have to really pick and choose which way you want to do like your different character builds and all that stuff. Cool thing about the Division 2 as well, they do have a loadout page where you can save your loadout so you can automatically switch over to because they're very keen on like doing certain builds in the game. And Young, I will tell you, and I'm only telling you this because I know you play a Titan in Destiny, dude. Being specking out to be a tank is so much fun because you can take so much freaking damage and just mow through people. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I did. That's what I did on mine like recently because I noticed I had some gear that had super high armor, so I was just like, shoot, let's just try this out and see what happens. And it was freaking health went up super high, and I'm just freaking just. And I also you have I know you haven't played, so you have specializations in the division, and so I could just to name some of them. You have one where you have like a Gatling gun that you can just like you can pull out. You have one with a bow. You can be a sniper. You got another one with a flamethrower. So you have like it's almost kind of like a super in a sense, like from a Destiny standpoint. But that's super fun as well too. So I think you enjoy it though.
And I'm gonna give it a try. But speaking of Destiny, I went on and updated my Destiny, and I'm gonna wait till Tuesday. I'm gonna download the new DLC and get back on it because it's been. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a minute since I played.
Yes, sir. Season of the Worthy. It starts this Tuesday. And that'll be it's a lot going down. Because man, it hasn't really been hasn't really been a lot of stuff from the video game standpoint going on. I think Doom comes out next. Doom Eternal comes out next week. Then in April we got Final Fantasy VII. May is Last of Us 2, and I think there's something else that comes out in June. Oh, Ghost of the new samurai gang. I think the name is Ghost of something. Comes out in June. Just got announced this week. Well, the date just got announced.
My Hero Academia game come out as well.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
And it's coming out on the Switch.
They had a One Punch Man game come out too, like this month as well. Or was it I think it was the end of last month. I think.
Look, man, I don't understand the concept of a One Punch Man game.
The One Punch Man game is actually the opposite of what you think, and it actually made more sense to me when I saw when it was explained. You're not One Punch Man. You're going against One Punch Man.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's fair. Not really, but it's fair. At least fair to a certain extent.
Because if you Satima, then it's really not fair at all.
It's the worst game ever. You're just punching everybody out. That's the Universal Studios is getting a Super Nintendo World attraction. I wonder. I mean, for anybody that's in Orlando, they can tell us and let us know. I wonder, like, since with the whole Marvel license thing, probably Disney World is potentially working on, Disney type attractions with their park and stuff like that. I wonder if this is kind of Universal Studios' way to kind of, I'm pretty sure because I mean they had Marvel Rise at Universal Studios back in the day, like the Incredible Hulk and some other stuff, Tower Doom, that type of thing. So I'm wondering, is it just their way to add some difference? I mean they had a Spider-Man ride that I remember as well, which actually was a very good ride.
The best.
Yeah, and so I'm just kind of wondering is like their way of because they have Harry Potter, which is really Warner Brothers. Then they got Mario. I wonder what else they have there. I wonder because I haven't been in years.
Jurassic Park.
Okay, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, King Kong. They still have like the little strip with Popeye and Olive Oil, all that little Archie type of cartoon feel.
The comic book world. Well,
yeah.
Kinda.
Let's see what else they got. I pulled up the website. Let's see. We got they got the Simpsons sighting, Despicable Me Mayhem. Let's see, Dino Play, Fast and the Furious Supercharged, DreamWorks featuring Kung Fu Panda. You got the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Jurassic Park. Let's see. Yeah, they got a good amount of stuff. Man, ain't none of the stuff that when I was there anymore. I tell you that much. Everything got completely revamped for sure. All right. You said, is it time for Disney World to shut down and revamp the entire park? We know that'll never happen, but
Who said that?
I don't know who
I
wrote that.
did.
What?
We don't
Because I feel like
Yeah.
this is what I feel like. I feel like this is what Disney World needs to do. Like, you got Hollywood Studios, but then, like, they finna shut down Tower of Terror and turn it into Guardians of the Galaxy. You already got Star Wars added to Hollywood Studios. You got Toy Story Land. Okay. You pretty much finna have to shut down the whole Epcot to redo Epcot, because Epcot is the one part that gets the least attractions. Like, that brings in the least guests. Like,
that's
you might
facts
like
right
like, huh?
I said, yeah, that's kind of facts right there, bro.
So, like, once Epcot done, once you finish doing what you do to Hollywood Studios with Animal Kingdom having Pandora and all that stuff, you might as well just shut down Magic Kingdom and redo the whole Magic Kingdom. Go ahead, do
Oh no.
They
No.
can't. How?
like Future Tomorrowland, shut down Tomorrowland, redo it. Go ahead and redo Tomorrowland, because they supposed to be getting a whole Frozen type theme park, like area in Magic Kingdom. Like, you might as well just update it, because with Haunted Mansion steady going down. That's the thing. Every time I've been to Disney World, there's been a point where Haunted Mansion is down for repairs.
You
Well,
see the
Haunted Mansion's
they're
gone
taking down-
anyway.
They're taking down the decorations for either putting up the Christmas decorations for Nightmare Before Christmas, or they're getting ready to. Sometimes it takes. I think that's the case.
I'm just saying,
I
it's
don't
just
think
like,
they would ever. I don't think they would ever go that far. I will say I kind of agree on the revamping of it, just because they have so many properties, and the popular properties that they do have, they need to capitalize on them while that generation is still have interest in wanting to go to Disney World and see it if it were to be there. I say that much. I mean, it's almost kind of like saying, like, y'all need to work harder on more, like, work harder and work faster on rides to get it, to get that stuff in Disney World, honestly.
pretty much.
Because they shoot out a lot of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. They shoot out a lot of stuff to Disneyland, which they should be put it in Disney
It's like
World.
Disneyland. It's like Disneyland, they test park.
Yeah, that's what. It literally is like the test part, but it's like, no, dump that junk in Disney World. Like, I want Marvel. Like, I honestly want to go back to Disney World. The next time I go, I want it to be like just Marvel crap all over the place, because that's what I'm going.
And that's what Epcot's supposed to be. That's what Epcot is supposed to be, something like a Marvel land going forward. But like,
shut that down then.
Yeah,
I would have totally agree with you on that with the Epcot thing, because yes, Epcot is the one place. If I had to choose, like, hey, you get to pick XYZ amount of parks to go to, Epcot is the one I'm not going to, hands down. It's the last one on the list if I gotta go. But if I can choose not to go, I ain't going.
It's to the point now where if I go back to Disney World, which I'm going back, but when I go back to Disney World, only thing I want to do is go to Toy Story Land, go to Galaxy's Edge, and pretty much just go to Disney Springs at night.
Yep.
Like the night lights at Disney Springs. Huh?
That's true.
I mean, the only reason I would go to Magic Kingdom, is to get a Dole Whip. That is the only reason. I would be buying it and to eat at the restaurants in Magic Kingdom. To me, that's the only thing Magic Kingdom got going on. It got like some of the best restaurants on the whole park, and it's like one of the only places you can get a Dole Whip.
Yeah. But it has the classic rides. I think everybody loves the classic movies and the original movies and all that stuff. And that's why Magic Kingdom is still as big as it is.
And
But
they
you know
still
what it
revamp
is
those
about
classic rides
Magic
every 10
Kingdom.
years or so.
I'm gonna tell y'all something about Magic Kingdom though. With those rides, I saw so many dads that were my height or taller irritated because they really couldn't enjoy the rides, because they do not make those rides for people our height. Like royalty. Be honest. Where you went, wasn't some of the roller coasters a little tight?
Oh man, I ain't even if I even felt in the slightest that it was just like not gonna be comfortable for me to go do. My wife shorter than me. I'm like, this is you right here. I'm gonna stand outside and watch y'all because my knees cannot take it.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Oh my God, that's brutal. What's brutal on my knees? Thunder Mountain was
I'm
brutal
trying to
on
think,
my
is
knees.
the teacup thing? I
But
think I
you
did the
know-
teacup thing, and I think after that I was
Yeah.
like, no dice. I think that was my last straw.
I didn't even
But
attempt
you know
teacup.
what? For
My
real,
niece said it was too tight for her.
the real attraction, no lie, is Universal Studios. I mean,
And
because it has,
Now,
and that's because it's up to date in what's recent.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, come on, all the stuff I just named just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's pretty much the most. I mean, they're pretty current on their stuff for the most part.
'cause I want to do Hagrid's Wild Ride, like whatever it's called.
Because Disney World,
Like-
Exactly.
because latest thing for them is Star Wars,
Yeah,
and they've had the property for how long? And they finally just went Star Wars.
it took them a long time to build it. They had to clear that land out and everything.
It's like just close down something, just shut down something that you ain't, that's not relevant for the most part.
No, they
Epcot.
pretty much built the whole. Like Disney owns like over 5,000 acres, I think. Like if they could just build up a lot of stuff, but they got a lot of wildlife preserve around there too.
Yeah, they own a good portion of Orlando, a good portion of that land. They might be they shoot the rest around they shoot. But we probably look at it from a helicopter. They probably majority owner of Orlando.
Honestly, Disney, they say Orlando, but it's actually Kissimmee, however you see it, right?
Yeah,
Kissimmee. Yes,
yeah.
Kissimmee.
Yeah.
Because you have Kissimmee, you have Winter Park, Florida, which is still Orlando. You got trying to think. This is like another part that I can't think of, but I know those main two for sure. Those two areas. All right, so big main topic for today's issue of Nerdflow, and I got to get this from IGN was talking about this with like the Batman movies, and I was like, hey, this would be a good thing for us to talk about since we've been talking about a lot of information has been coming out about the new Batman movie. What is the greatest Batman movie of all time? Like in order, because the order that they had this in, I did not agree. I did not agree. I'll let Young start first because though he has his favorites, and I can pretty much predict number one.
Yes, number one for me would be the 1989 Tim Burton directed, starring Michael Keaton Batman movie. Number two would probably be I'm trying to which one of the Dark Knight I'm recording my podcast. which one of the Dark Knight movies had the Joker in it?
The Dark Knight. Dark Knight
The
Rises.
Dark-
Bane.
Okay, the Dark Knight Rise. Okay, that'll be number 2 for me. Number 3 would be the one with Bane. And then behind that, everything you can put them in whatever order you want.
That's almost okay. For me, Dark Knight would be at the top of my list, like number 1 for me. Second would be Batman Begins. Dark Knight Rises number 3. 1989 Batman, and then any of the what's the guy that did Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, and Batman Returns and
Joel Schumacher. Well,
Yeah.
Tim Burton did Batman Returns. Batman Returns will probably be number 4 for me. But
Yeah, because okay,
like,
rephrase that. So Batman Returns would be for me right after Batman 1989 because the tone of Returns versus
was darker than the first one.
Then Batman like Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, and
It just got too cartoony,
it was just neon lights everywhere.
man. And I think what screwed with the first, like, don't get me wrong, like, the best thing about the Joel Schumacher Batmans were the villains, because Jim Carrey is the Riddler. Come on, you really can't.
That's what it was really all about, honestly, doing that time. Like I said, like y'all heard me say it on Nerdflow podcast, like just the villain of the week Batman, because that's what it was all about. It was like, they had like 2 or 3 villains in one movie.
I mean, Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face was surprisingly good.
Yeah, they had good villains.
I mean,
Movie
but
set,
after
but
that
villains.
one, it was just like I didn't care for Arnold Schwarzenegger as
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
No.
I didn't care for Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
A little bit. Whoever the hell Bane was in that one.
I didn't care for the Bane. Like, it was just,
The Bane was really close to the comic. Like,
yeah,
almost
he was
spot,
really
almost
close to the
almost
comic.
really
Most
spot on. Yeah.
That's why I just feel like Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy was just like, yeah, you couldn't get nobody sexier than it. Nobody.
All right, Brario, what you got?
As far as order,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From what I'll put the Dark Knight first.
Okay.
I'll put the original, the one with Michael Keaton, second. And then I'll put Returns as number 3.
Okay.
And Forever is number 4.
Okay.
No, not Forever. Yeah, Forever. Batman Forever.
Batman Forever?
Yeah.
The one with Batgirl in it?
No, that's Batman and Robin. I said Batman.
No,
Forever.
Batman for which one is that with Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Nipple Batman.
Oh my god, that's like the worst one.
Bat nipples.
Not the one with George Clooney, the one with Val Kilmer.
I will clarify which one that is. Give me a second.
It's
Batman Forever is the one with Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Batman and Robin is the one with George Clooney.
Okay. It returns. There was a return Forever, Batman and Robin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Batgirl was in Batman and Robin,
Right.
Yeah.
which had Mr.
And
Freeze.
then I didn't like the fact they made Barbara. I didn't like the fact they made Barbara Alfred's niece. Like, come on, man. We all know.
We all know that Barbara is, the chief's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tink, what you got?
Well, Batman, then Batman Returns, then The Dark Knight, then Batman Begins, then Batman Forever, then The Dark Knight Rises, then Batman and Robin.
Okay. Okay. Um,
I'm telling y'all, man,
I don't think I
think
ever
it's
seen Batman and Robin.
nostalgic.
I really have. I don't think I have.
A lot of people think I be being just nostalgic, but like even just watching the first Batman movie today, I was watching it on AMC today. Like that's a really good movie, man. And Michael Keaton plays like he got like even though he doesn't really have the body type, well, I guess for the 80s he had the right body type to play a Bruce Wayne, but like based off that movie, that 1989 movie, that's how we got the animated series because the animated series is
Yeah.
based off the 89 movie. Yo, somebody breaking
I mean, but you,
dishes.
you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it from like that point of view. Look at Adam West, Bruce Wayne,
Right.
and then look at like the Superman TV compared to like the movie Superman. Like it's during the time he was like pretty hot, especially late '80s.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was fresh out playing Beetlejuice, and
Beetlejuice, and
like
Mr. Mom.
he had already had a rapport with Tim Burton, and he just fit into Tim Burton's universe.
Yeah, true that. True that. All right, man. I'm going to know what you guys think about what's your favorite. What's your list of the most favorite the greatest Batman movies of all time, or what's your like top what? Let's see how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean, we really skipped over we just kept it live action. We didn't even add the animated
Yeah,
movies
we didn't
into
have.
because I feel like
I
they
didn't
got
even
their
want.
own list.
I didn't even want to even add the anime because the animes sometimes I think the animes would just freaking just straight up trump the entire live action setup because the animated movies are so good. Even like the stuff that's like the
Red Hood, Mask of the Phantasm,
Batman
like
Returns Part 1 and 2, like that type of stuff is just like, dude, that ain't even fair. Ain't even fair. So we just kept to the live action on this one. We may do another one where we'll just talk about all the live action ones and what's the best ones that's out there. So
now that I think about it, Christian Bale was just the 2000s version of Michael Keaton.
yeah, true that.
Except Michael
Exactly.
Keaton's voice.
Mm-hmm.
I told you it's like the era. Whoever's like more hot during that era,
That's
it
who get.
fits. It
Mm-hmm.
fits.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, if you want to be honest about it, I think like I didn't think when Christian Bale the Dark Knight, Batman Begins put me on Christian Bale. Like I wasn't really just a Christian because like when they first said they was doing another Batman movie, I was thinking about like what's his name from oh what's his name? Y'all gotta help me out with this one. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie. Gladiator.
Oh,
Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe.
Russell Crowe. I was thinking like, yo, Russell Crowe probably can pull that off
True that. True that.
because he was fresh off Gladiator too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. But yeah, man. Let's see. I want to say that's pretty much it for this episode, man. I think we got in. Yeah, that's primarily it. Please make sure all the fans, all the listeners, all that good stuff. Please make sure you guys give us a 5-star rating, give us a review, let us know how you like the show, and yeah, man, we will catch you guys for issue 132 on next week. Also, I forgot to talk about the Facebook group. We also got a Facebook group. If you don't know, if you're a first-time listener, go join the Facebook group. You can be around, like-minded people like ourselves, and we tend to post a lot of different like news bits in there. So if you just want to stay up to date on like nerd stuff, just how the trailer did just drop for Spawn gameplay, and it is awesome. I didn't want to react like right here live on while we're recording, but it is amazing. So go watch it right now. But yeah, man, we will catch you guys next week on another issue of Nerdflow Podcast.
We out.
Holla!
See you later.